much smaller this place is compared to India. A lot more opportunity because there's a lot less competition. Stay safe and stay in the areas where nothing's gonna happen. Going to the right areas is important.
When you wanted to study law, then why UK and why Liverpool?
Parents might automatically select Uni of Liverpool because it has a higher prestige. Where you want to go with your career. Rent, it really depends on where you go.
So alright guys, welcome to Study Abroad with Piyush, and we are in the city of Liverpool, and like we were looking to find somebody who is studying law here, and we've been able to find Sanjit, who's a law student at Liverpool. So we're going to learn from him how his experience has been, why he chose Liverpool for law, and what does he see law opportunities coming in future. So welcome Sanjit, welcome to the channel.
Hi,
welcome, thanks for taking our time for this interview. Can you give us a short introduction on what you were doing back in India and how did you land up here?
So actually, I wasn't in India, to be fair. I'm an international student. I grew up in Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
But having come here, right, it's very scary at first, but once you just settle into the area, the locality, it gets good. It's easy to kind of get through it.
But what was your prior background? Like, what did you study?
I was originally an economics major because my school in the UAE, they didn't offer like law or any, any out there.
Which school did you study in?
Abu Dhabi International School. So when I got the choice to come here and I saw law as an option, I have a lawyer in my family. He works in Bangalore, right? So I always was inspired by him in a way. So I just decided to pursue it. And also not doing medicine or any of those things kind of pigeonholes you a little bit.
Yeah. So you were studying economics in school and then you wanted to do law. So because you were inspired by an uncle back in India, and then you said that you want to study law. So when you wanted to study law, then why UK? And why Liverpool?
For what it's worth, the way I thought about it is the Indian legal system, right? The one which my uncle works with, right?
Right.
It had to come from somewhere, right? And this is it just so happens to be the place where it did. And I also find that because of how much smaller this place is compared to India, there's a lot more opportunity. There's a lot more opportunity because there's a lot less competition, right? I mean, it seems that everyone had that idea though, so competition's getting a lot higher again.
Like you said, we've been meeting a lot of people from roots in Bangalore. So you said that, okay, I'll come to UK because Indian legal system where you might want to work eventually is based on the English legal system, which is fair. That's why most people actually like.
To add, if you get a degree here, it qualifies you to practice anywhere in the Commonwealth.
Right.
So a UK law degree is it's a good basis for
anywhere in the Commonwealth you can work.
Yeah.
So that gives you even higher applicability.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And so that's where. But why Liverpool? I mean, there are so many law schools in UK and some really good ones. Of course, Liverpool has one too. But why Liverpool?
Well, see, like you said, there are definitely a lot more prestigious, lot more well-known options for law in the UK. But Liverpool wasn't a choice I made based on the academics necessarily, because while that is important, I also think that you have to feel home where you do your stuff, right? Initially, I came here to go to Sheffield, but I didn't like that experience whatsoever. I came to visit a friend in Liverpool, and then when I came here, just spent a little time, looked around the place. That's where I realized this is where I want to do. Right. Like if I'm going to study and put the hard work in, I might as well do it in a place where I enjoy doing it. Yeah.
When did you arrive here in Liverpool?
In Liverpool, 2023.
2023.
Yeah.
And when are you graduating?
Next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
So you're going to be completing your studies now. Now you have been living around here in Liverpool. You know your way around. How is life in Liverpool? What do you do for fun?
Well, life in Liverpool it's quite peaceful, I'll say. I mean, during the day, at least in the summer, anywhere in the city is a nice spot to be in, if you ask me. Except maybe a few parts out of town, but like Bootle and whatnot. But that's okay. But yeah, during the night, Liverpool has what I would say is a really good nightlife. It's no London, but at the same time, it has its own appeal. If you've ever been by the docks, that place is always buzzing.
Yeah, we are staying at the Albert Docks.
And it's a really nice place to be. So Liverpool has always kind of been this sort of mix of a city and a town in a way where it kind of has the good parts of both, I would say.
So it's a fun place to be. You have the docks area, which is very nice. When you are in the morning.
The people, a lot of the people are really nice. They're really welcoming. At least in my experience, I've met so many people just on the street who I still somehow know today. So it's just really nice to be in the city. Yeah,
you are also very person who is very welcoming, and you were kind enough to accept our invitation for the interview as well. So you have been overall great time here in Liverpool, good enjoying the life. Coming to law, how is the university, you think, what is the special effort you believe university is putting to prepare you for the work in law?
The special effort, I mean, for what it's worth, I don't think I could pinpoint any special thing because, like, for what it's worth, just being a part of the degree, it is challenging, right? A law degree, it's anywhere is very hard. But here, it's like one thing I like about it, at least in contrast to Sheffield, is that the tutors, right? They're much more hands-on. It's like if you can have a conversation with your tutor on like a different day, and it's like they will help you, right? And aside from that, they also provide a lot of good opportunities. Like there's a bulletin every week for law students, right? That'll give you an opportunity. Say like an internship opening next month or the few months after. You get informed about this by this bulletin, and it's a lot of opportunities. So as a student here, it's like I have a lot of choice, and I feel like it helps my autonomy, right? Just like helps me the time to decide, not rushing to decisions because they seem good.
And have you had any kind of like internships or apprenticeships?
As of right now, like I haven't had one here, but that's more due to like personal circumstances and stuff. Like I had to be back home for the summer.
Okay.
But this year I'm going to be doing something back in India. But here it's like they do provide a lot of options. I just want to say.
Yeah. So the options are there, but like as per your own circumstances, you would prefer to do something back in India?
It's not I would prefer. It's like I had to, right? Like a few passing in the family and whatnot.
Right.
So I had to be back home. But yeah, this year I'm gonna like do something in India and come back for the summer because like I think there are more opportunities I can do because like they have like summer programs as well.
Right. So they have a lot of opportunities. They keep providing more and more openings for students. Your friends and your classmates are doing it. Could not do it for personal reasons. But now just tell us a little bit about the living here in terms of cost and are you doing any part-time jobs to sort of support yourself?
Right now it's exam season, so no. But before this I was working at Five Guys.
Okay.
The burger joint.
Burger place, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking on the costs, it is very high.
Yeah.
And since I got here, it's gotten higher, right? But doing it with a part-time job definitely does help balance things out.
Right.
Because leaving it for what it's worth, like the amount that like my parents send me, it does the job. But with how much and how fast things are going up, the job, like I have to have a job.
It always helps, yeah. And how much would be your rent that you end up paying?
Rent, it really depends on where you go, because like you can have cheap options, you have slightly expensive ones. Right now, I'm staying in an apartment in the university center.
Right.
So it's about 165 weekly.
165 weekly.
Yeah.
It's slightly, over 600 pounds a month.
Yeah.
And if I were to say that, you are now living in a private apartment, like a private room.
Yeah.
It's a private and suite.
It's a studio.
Studio.
Yeah.
It's just a full studio.
Yeah.
So you can get like 650 pounds, you can get a full studio, walkable from the university.
Definitely, yeah.
Fantastic. So that's not actually very expensive when you compare it to other cities as well.
Yeah.
But of course the prices are going up every year and exchange rates are also going up every year, especially if you compare it with Indian rupee.
Yeah.
But how much do you cook? Do you eat out? How do you manage your food?
So it's a balance of everything.
Yeah.
I subscribe to this meal plan service.
Okay.
So they send because I go to the gym, right?
Yeah.
So this meal plan service optimizes protein and whatnot, so it helps out. But aside from that, it's a balance of like eating out and cooking. I cook whenever I want to have any specific thing that I like. Eating out is just when I go out.
So you've taken a meal plan. That helps you with maintaining your protein
for the gym.
And at the same time, now you also cook when you feel something special that you need to eat.
Yeah, because and eating outside, that is always when you're with friends, you just do it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Right, and that how much do you budget for that for a month?
So surprisingly, see, the meal plan thing, it varies depending on your portion control, but in terms of eating out and cooking, I try not to exceed about like 15 pounds a day. Because like really with 15 pounds you can do a lot.
Right.
It's just you just have to know what to buy.
Right. What's your opinion on John Moores University versus University of Liverpool?
So from what I understand, because of the combined university space, I have a few friends in John Moores.
Yeah.
John Moores and Uni of, I feel like, as far as I've heard, the only difference is like the method of how they expect you to study, right?
Yeah.
So Liverpool, Uni of Liverpool, or any Russell Group uni, right? They typically tend to have a more research-centered focus, where they want you to research, want you to practice those methods of science, right? John Moores has this, but they also adopt a more practical approach, more projects, more teamwork-based, activities. So it just depends on what experience you're looking for, right? I do know that sometimes parents might automatically select Uni of Liverpool because it has a higher prestige.
Right.
But I think it depends on where you want to go with your career.
Right. So you're saying that, John Moores too has good enough standing in the, in the, society, with the employers. And because they're practically next to each other, right?
Yeah.
So you have enough friends at John Moores as well. Mm-hmm. And any specific, difference in perception in the job market, you may say that if you have graduated from John Moores versus from Liverpool?
I mean, I'd say that it depends where you go, but the thing is, at the same time, both universities provide career opportunities in-house, right? So I would say that Uni of, there's definitely a little bit of a higher perception.
Right.
But at the end of it, I think it depends on the degree, depends on what you do during the degree.
Right.
Because someone from John Moores with a more, let's say, more extracurricular, more engaged course could be perceived better than someone from Uni of Liverpool who didn't do anything, So at the end of the day, ultimately, it depends on the student, I think.
Yeah. So, because of course John Moores is a lot more cheaper than University of Liverpool.
Yeah.
So a lot of Indian students are always in that dilemma, do I take a hefty loan and go to a Russell group or go to a more affordable university where I have to spend less? So I think that's a choice for everyone to make on their own. But the trade-offs is something which we have shared with you. Any advice for students who are looking to come and do their bachelor's here in law or any other field in the city of Liverpool and at University of Liverpool?
Any advice? Well, I mean, honestly, I would say, it's the general advice for any city, but here specifically, just stay safe and stay in the areas where nothing's gonna happen. Because see, I've lived in Liverpool for a couple of years now. I've stayed in this main city center area and I've gone out a few times, right? Yeah. Going to the right areas is important because I've been to one area specifically. I saw someone I saw crimes happen, right? And it wasn't fun. Yeah. So just stay in the area and always also just keep the budget on top. Yeah. Keep it as a priority because right now and going forward, it's only going to get more expensive. Yeah.
And any areas you'd advise to avoid?
Yeah, Norris Green. But I mean, there's no way you can, you have to go out of your way to get there anyway. Yeah. So it's but somehow I ended up there anyway. So just be careful. Stay clear.
So try to avoid it. You will not need to go there, but in case some of your friends, like him, take you there.
There's adventurous people,
But fantastic. It was fantastic talking to you, man.
Thank you.
And thank you for your time. And if you guys want to keep learning from such conversations, do subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And fantastic knowing you, brother. And thanks for taking time.
So if you like this content, please subscribe to our channel and I will see you all in the next video.